Well, hey, on Sunday, we heard from Pastor Jacob, and he told us something simple but huge from Psalm 23. Jesus didn't come into the world to be a cowboy who counted cattle. He came as a good shepherd who cared for his sheep. I really love that picture for us because when you look at the Christmas story, you actually see that right away. Like the first people invited to see Jesus and to meet Jesus weren't kings, they weren't VIPs, they were just shepherds. God was making a point from the very beginning that he was bringing his shepherd into the world. And Psalm 23 shows us who this good shepherd is and what he does for us because he provides, he protects, he leads, and he restores. And Jacob made this really clear. Sheep need that, don't we? Because sheep can't fend for themselves. They wander, they get stuck, they panic. Honestly, that's just an unfortunate, accurate picture of who we are spiritually, each one of us. We think that we are fine on our own, but we're way more vulnerable than we want to admit. And that's why this Christmas story is such good news for us, because Jesus stepped into our world as the good shepherd for us. In John 10, he literally calls himself the good shepherd. He says, I am the good shepherd, and I lay down my life for my sheep. See, the baby in the manger didn't stay a baby. He grew up to face all of our enemies for us, to fight for our eternal lives. He ended up dying the death that we deserve and taking away our sin and our death on our behalf so that we could be with him in eternity forever. See, Jacob told this great story about two different men who read Psalm 23 to a crowd one time. And the first guy who got up was an actor, and he recited it with dramatic pause and eloquence and poise, and everybody clapped and appreciated it. But then the second man got up, and he wasn't, particularly poised. He wasn't, super dramatic or anything like that. But he read it with such depth and weight that when he was finished, everyone wept. And when asked why he thought that was the case after the fact, the actor who read it first said, I've been trained in all of this, and I can speak eloquently, and I knew the words of the psalm. But that man knew the shepherd that the psalm was about. And that's the key for us this Christmas. So here's the question. Do you really know the shepherd, or do you just know the lines to the psalm? Because Jesus isn't after more busyness. He's not after more eloquence. He's not after us, memorizing scripture with no purpose. He wants us to know his word, but it's not just about knowing the word. It's about knowing the God of the word. That's the key here. Jesus came to be with us this Christmas, to call us by name and to bring us into his flock. So this season, man, I hope that every time you see a shepherd in a nativity set, it reminds you that the Good Shepherd came for you, and that's the real story behind Christmas. I hope this helps you as you seek to follow Jesus more faithfully this week. I love y'all.